Did you actually know that you shouldn't use a razor tool in Premiere Pro? I'm being serious right now. Like, first of all, you don't need it. Only when, like, in 5% of all situations that you're in, you do need it. But other than that, no. Why? Because razor tool got replaced by so much quicker and more effective tools that you should use. But you don't usually know about it because the most simple and logical thing to do when you want to cut the video is to use the razor tool, because first of all, it's there, right there in the toolbar. So why not use it, right? I guess it's just kind of like old school way of, yay, we have this, film, physical film. It's now 1912 and we cut the video, we cut the film. And they wanted to, they felt nostalgic, so they wanted to put it in Premiere Pro. But people now use it. Oh, man. I'm going to show you how you're going to be super fast if you don't use razor tool and what else you should use instead. So let's go. All right, so you have the interview, right? Of course, if you edit interview, you should first use the source panel to cut it, import it into your timeline. However, a lot of people don't do that and actually don't want to do that because their mind works differently. So sometimes I also want to see the whole thing first, but yeah, that's kind of subjective. Anyway, if you have something in your timeline that you want to cut, right? So you would use razor tool. You go to the toolbar, you click razor tool, and you're going to tell me, no, Nicole, I use the shortcut, so I'm fast. Okay, cut the video. All right, you use the shortcut to go back to the selection tool. That's great. So you're fast. Not really, no. Why? Because now you want to cut this bit in the middle, which is, for example, you want to cut it out. What you actually want to do, of course, you can just, on the selection tool, grab this, click on the gap, delete the gap, close the gap. Great. How long does it take to do this? And you can say, it's not that bad actually, because, it was quick. No, if you're supposed to edit something that is so freaking long, it's going to take you 6 hours, you want to save every single second, trust me. If you want to speed up your workflow in Premiere Pro, I've put together the simplest, easiest to follow Premiere Pro guide. You can find it in the description of this video. I have a cut with the razor tool. Do I even need it? No. Because, by the way, another tip, right click on the cut, join through edits, boom, no cut anymore. So I'm gonna place my playhead where I wanna make a cut. Instead of razor tool, I'm gonna just click Command K. If you're on Windows, for some reason, Control K. Oh my God. I made a cut without using any of the tools. So I'm still on the selection tool. I saved myself seconds. Get this. All right, so I want to delete this bit, right? Because it's like, So now I could do Command K again and then just click delete, close the gap, 240 hours passed. I'm not going to do that. So because I want to delete this bit right here, okay, right here. So I want to make a cut. I want to delete the middle part and then I want to close the gap, right? Because I want to interview to continue. You can do it with one shortcut. All of that. If you go on your keyboard, you have Q and you have W. Ripple trim, ripple trim. So what's the difference? Well, Q is on the left and W is on the right. And imagine in between them, there's a playhead, that little blue thing, marker with the line, that's called playhead. Q is to the left and W is to the right, backwards, forwards. Fine. So I want to cut where I am and I want to delete everything to the right, so forward, until the next cut. It doesn't influence what's coming after because that cut you made with the Command K separates you from another clip. So these shortcuts, Q and W, only take place in the certain clip, not the whole entire sequence. So what I want to do, I want to cut this and delete to the right. Simple as that. You go for the W, because it's on the right of the keyboard. Oh my God, what just happened? I made a cut, deleted what was to the right, and closed the gap. Just keep in mind, because this is number one thing that people tell me, when they are in the cut, right, their playhead is literally on the cut, and they press Q or W and it's like, it doesn't work. Yeah, what do you want to cut? It's already cut. If you want to delete, let's say, everything, like right here, I'm going to move forward a little bit with the playhead with my using arrows. I want to actually make a cut now and delete everything to the left. So I'm just going to use what? Q, because it's on the left. And close the gap. So now, even like if you're on that cut, if you move one frame, you can use that, right? Q or W. If you're on the cut directly, you cannot. It doesn't cut because it's cut, right? Just keep that in mind. And then you're gonna say, oh, Nicole, but I have a lot of layers in, I have the music, I have the video, I have the graphics, I can put let's put the B-roll here. I have a lot of layers and I want to cut through all of them at the same time. So how do I do it? Because if I say Command K, I'm just going to cut what I'm selected on with the playhead, right? So what you're going to do, you add one more key to it. So if I want to make a cut through all the layers in my timeline on my playhead, I'm not going to do Command K or Control K. I'm going to do Shift Command K, Shift Control K at the same time. Boom. I made the cut everywhere. And now if I move my playhead and I want to just literally align myself and I want to cut and just get rid of everything in all freaking tracks, I'm going to do the Q, right? Because I want to go to the left. And it cuts the music, the banners, the B-rolls, everything. If it's locked, it's not going to cut it. If you don't want it to be cut, just lock it, right? If you don't lock it, everything's going to be cut out. And the gap is going to be beautifully closed.